Travis Kelce remotely broadcasts podcast episode from Taylor Swift's Rhode Island mansion. On Monday, January 13, the Kelce brothers aired a new podcast episode, but Travis Kelce got fans excited when he aired at Taylor Swift's Rhode Island mansion. An excerpt of the Kelce brothers' podcast chat was posted ahead of the full episode airing on Wednesday. Fans immediately recognized Kelce's work window as a mansion with a view of the ocean, which matched Taylor Swift's Rhode Island mansion, where the couple had a sweet getaway last August. Specifically, the Kelce brothers talked about the Chiefs' preparation before the game against the Houston Texans on January 18. Travis said, "Now that the AFC playoffs are here, this is officially an ideal race before the Super Bowl." Jason said, "You guys have had 2 weeks to prepare. Are you confident before that game, Travis?" Travis laughed and said, "Of course I'm always ready. Just 2 days ago we had a practice, then we will continue to practice one more time on Friday." Then Jason said, "Well, the scenery behind you is beautiful. How do you like the weather there, Travis?" Travis laughed and said, "Oh, the weather here is very pleasant. The sun is shining and it's great. The seagulls are always noisy." Jason said, "Wow, you guys had a great vacation." Travis said, "Oh, thank you. Our trip was really memorable. Taylor, she is really good at cooking. I couldn't sleep all night because of the rib sauce. Although I really like to eat it, it seems like my stomach didn't listen." Jason laughed and shouted, "OMG, my boy, did you know that Taylor will watch our show, Travis?" Travis laughed and said, "Oh, that's not right at all." Jason said, "So are you better now?" Travis said, "Today Taylor gave me some medicine and I'm fine." Jason said, "That's good." Travis said, "It's really delicious. It's spicy and sour. It suits my taste, but I don't know why my stomach is like that. Maybe I ate something." Jason said, "Oh, you know, there are many reasons. We're not doctors anyway." Then both Kelce brothers laughed happily. Jason said, "So what about the trip? Did you like the new place, Travis?" Travis laughed and said, "Our trip was raining. Taylor enjoyed walking in the snow. I tried to cover her from the rain, but that made her enjoy it even more when we were both covered in snow." Jason laughed and said, "Well, you guys had a memorable trip." Travis said, "I don't know either, but maybe the weather made us sneeze continuously. It was really an indescribable feeling." The last time Taylor Swift caught Travis Kelce and the Kansas City Chiefs in action was on December 21 when the two-time defending champions took down the Houston Texans, 27-19, at Gayha Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Incidentally, after their first-round bye, the Chiefs are now set to face the same opponent in the divisional round of the AFC playoffs. The Texans scored a 32-12 victory over the Los Angeles Chargers in the wild card round on Saturday, which now has them progressing to the next round against the Chiefs. On Sunday night, following the conclusion of all the AFC wild card round games, the NFL revealed the schedule for the divisional weekend, which will be held on January 18 and 19. The Chiefs and the Texans play in the first game as the former host the opening contest of the divisional round at Arrowhead Stadium. The game is scheduled for 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday. This announcement means that fans now have a specific schedule to look forward to in terms of Swift's potential next Chiefs game. It is likely that the Fortnite singer will attend Kelce's first playoff game of the season, which means that supporters can probably expect to see Swift at Arrowhead on Saturday. It is worth noting that Swift has attended all but one of Kansas City's home games this season. She was unable to watch the Chiefs host the Los Angeles Chargers on December 8 because the schedule conflicted with the very last show of her near 2-year Eras Tour concert series in Vancouver. The Chiefs have won all 7 of the games Swift has been to this season and they currently remain undefeated at home. They will be hoping to keep this streak alive on Saturday against the Texans. The AFC playoff picture is set. The Kansas City Chiefs will host the Houston Texans in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, following the Texans' 32-12 win over the Los Angeles Chargers on Saturday and the Denver Broncos' loss to the Buffalo Bills on Sunday. The number 4 seed Texans will travel to Kansas City for a rematch less than a month after the Chiefs defeated Houston in Arrowhead, 27-19. while the top-seeded Chiefs host Houston. The 2-seed Bills will host the 3-seed Baltimore Ravens after Baltimore's Saturday blowout win over the Pittsburgh Steelers. On Friday, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid spoke to the media and was asked about how the team would prepare for the 4 teams they could have potentially faced in the divisional round. "We actually have played, which is crazy, but we've played all the teams that are in the AFC playoffs," Reid said. "You've got to go back, though. You can't be content with that. The 4 teams that we have a chance to potentially play in a couple weeks here. We've tried to hammer those out. We're going to continue to do that until we find out what the results are, probably Sunday night, somewhere in that area, or at least late afternoon, I would imagine. We'll figure it out and see where it goes, but we're going to try to be ready for all of them while we have this time. We've tried to use it smart as a coaching staff, but, at the same time, we want to make sure our players are fresh but still stay sharp. They worked Friday in pads, and they'll go Saturday, Sunday, regardless of whether it's a Saturday game or a Sunday game. They'll have Sunday off, while evaluating each of the Chiefs' potential divisional round matchups before wildcard weekend began." Mark Van Sickle of Kansas City Chiefs on SI explained how the Texans can remain dangerous despite a major loss suffered in Houston's first matchup in KC. "The Texans were never really challenged by anyone in their weak division, and despite many injuries throughout the season, they won the division with ease," Van Sickle wrote. The Chiefs and Texans had a good first-half battle in Kansas City less than a month ago, but the Chiefs were able to break away in the second half. Dynamic wide receiver Tank Dell suffered a season-ending injury in Kansas City, and Houston will need to rely on their running game with Joe Mixon if they are going to advance in the playoffs. Wide receiver Nico Collins gives quarterback C.J. Stroud a nice receiving option, and tight end Dalton Schultz gave the Chiefs some trouble in their first meeting. A source told Lifestyle, after 21 months on the road and a year and a half with Travis, Taylor is ready for this next chapter to begin with the love of her life. They added that the couple have got a lot to look forward to, and they couldn't be more excited about it. As OK previously reported, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have been inseparable ever since they went public with their romance. The couple's connection seems to be growing stronger, with Kelce making a grand gesture for Swift's 35th birthday in December. An insider told Page 6, the football star surprised the pop icon with a ton of gifts. Further proving how serious their relationship has become. At the time, the source told the outlet, Travis has only let a few of those closest to him know what he has in store for Taylor because he doesn't want to ruin any surprises, adding that Kelce had been shopping for Christmas and birthday gifts for Taylor for quite a while. Also read, will the 67th annual Grammy Awards be delayed due to Los Angeles wildfires? Here's what we know, predictions for Swift and Kelce's wedding. It's clear that things are heating up between Swift and Kelce, with the football star hinting at the possibility of marriage during a recent episode of his New Heights podcast. On Wednesday, January 8th episode, the Chiefs quarterback playfully discussed when he thinks the best time to get married might be. A listener called in to ask about his view on getting married in autumn, which also happens to be the football season. He said, I actually don't know people who've gotten married in the fall, because all the weddings I've been to and all my friends always do it in the summer. I've seen weddings in February. I've seen weddings everywhere but the fall, as told by OK Magazine. Many people believe that Swift and Kelce will be engaged, as the latter will pop the question soon. Former NFL corner and Pro Bowler Adam "Pac-Man" Jones told The Mirror in an interview on January 3, I'm thinking this year they are going to get married, or after football. Of course, they are going to be together. He added, I think they are in a real relationship. I know Trav, because he went to UC. His love is genuine. When he says he is with somebody, he is with somebody.